Dick Gregory passed away. On this channel, I often talk about what I call signpost on the zeitgeist. Markers, people, events that happen which serve to define the spirit of the times, the zeitgeist. Dick Gregory was one of those signposts. He passed away at 84 years old, 2 years older than my mom, and I remember when as a little boy in Chicago, it seemed like Dick Gregory was one of those people who you heard about around town. Chicago was the center of the northern United States then modern civil rights movement. Reverend Jesse Jackson was there, and Operation Push. We went to Push conventions. When I went to school at Avalon Park Elementary, every single morning we sang Lift Every Voice and Sing, the Black National Anthem. I got a thorough grounding in who I was as a child who was African American, black, at that time in the United States. In fact, Dick Gregory really helped me think of black comedians as the real truth tellers. And I'm not saying that a person couldn't be white and be a truth teller. I present to you George Carlin, the late George Carlin. But my point is that one way of healing the pain of racism and the denial of basic civil rights at the time was through humor. And Dick Gregory did that better than most. He was what you would get if you took Richard Pryor's swear words out of his material and had him focused on politics, and then sprinkle in the thought of running for president, and then add in with that the act of actually doing it. Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory was a pillar, an intellectual pillar of the construction of how young African Americans should think about conducting themselves in a way that assured the community achieved political power. Arguably, he impacted Barack Obama's thinking as a young man. And he certainly has had an impact on millions of people, regardless of color. The only sad part about his passing is that because of where we are today with President Trump, he still felt that we were, as he might say, about the struggle. I dream of a day where, like today, for example, the YouTube, I didn't feel there was a struggle. There were people of different colors and backgrounds, and we were all enjoying being part of the YouTube community. That's the way it should be. It's sad to know that as we are enjoying our harmony, there are people in Boston who felt that they had to march against those who don't respect their rights because they're of color or they're women or LGBT. Or just anything but straight white male, right? So, Dick Gregory was a person who stood up for everybody and marched forward. He really did. He will be missed greatly and deeply, and a part of the way that I grew up. And it's just unbelievably sad. It really is. Unbelievably sad news, because Dick Gregory is one of those people that you think will live forever. You never imagine or associate Dick Gregory with passing away at all. May he rest in peace, and I know he will, absolutely will.